All right, so Kanye just dropped this music video and it uses a lot of AI. So I figured I'd kind of go through it and just try to analyze it and show you guys how you can recreate something very similar to this. So what I'm thinking is how this was created was he's working with some type of artist that makes these kind of dolls, and then they're taking like pictures from or still frames from things that they've created. Yeah, so this right here is probably like a real artist that's working on this, and then they took like pictures and then they ran it to the AI to animate some of the shots. So for this, since they are using like a real props, I'm actually gonna create my own prop and take a picture of it and then animate it. So you guys can do something similar. So I'm just kind of walking around my house here. I'm trying to find something that I can use to like create like my own prop, something I don't have like a doll or anything like that. So I'm going to just walk around and see what I can find. So I've been walking around and I was able to find this little mug that my cousin has laying around and it has eyes on it. So this is kind of similar to what Kanye has in the video, like these kind of weird dolls with faces on them. So I think we're going to use this. So I just set it up on this stool right here, threw a blanket over it, and just taking some pictures from different angles. I'm not too sure how I'm going to use these shots. I just wanted a couple variations. All right, so now that I've taken those pictures, I just have them and I sent them to my Discord, and I'm gonna download these real quick. To make it a little bit more creepy, I think what I'm gonna do though is take these into Photoshop and just do like some edits on them just to make them a little bit more creepy, kind of like how Kanye West is. So yeah, let me go ahead and download these real fast. All right, so I usually don't record commentary while I'm creating stuff because I'm just kind of thinking of different ideas, so it's hard to kind of commentate it as I do it. But so for this part, like I said, I want to make it a little bit more creepy. So I just do it into Photoshop, and I'm mostly using the generative fill tool that's within Photoshop. If you're not familiar with what that is, essentially it allows you to do like edits with AI onto your already existing pictures. So yeah, I just added a couple things. I extended the background and just added some like black liquid coming from the eyes, and I kind of had this idea for it to be like a robot or so, like a robot head. So I decided to add some wires on top and also threw it onto like a surgical table to kind of reference the Kanye West video. So now that all the edits are done in Photoshop, the next thing to do is to take this over to a image to video AI model. So the one that we're going to be using for this is called Minimax. And to get started, we're going to go over here to where it says create. And you're going to see here it says drag or paste to upload a new photo. So I'm just going to hit that and we're going to find our edits that we did. And right below it, you're going to see what says unleash your creativity, share your story here. This is where you will write your prompt. So I think for this prompt, we're going to kind of follow something similar to this video. And we're going to just have the doll head kind of just sit there, look around a little bit. Yeah, nothing too crazy for the shots. As you see, there's nothing too crazy going on with these shots. So the prompt I'm using for this is the face on the head looks around as slime bits from his eyes. So I'm just kind of imagining how I would want this to move. So yeah, that's all you need to run this image to video. Just make sure that for the model that you are on the 12 V01 Live, this is the newest model. And we're just gonna hit this button here to run it, and you can see that it costs 30 credits, and I'm just gonna run this. So now the cool thing about this is that you actually get 100 free credits every day. So that gives you about 3 or 4 generations every single day. So you don't have to pay for this at all. So if you want to create a bunch of these shots, you can definitely just come back every single day and run the prompts, and then you can put together your own little music video. So now only thing about this, because it's free, you do have to wait a while because you're kind of in the queue with everyone else that's using it for free. So as you can see here, it says 14,000 minutes. So Usually it doesn't take that long as it says, but just know that it typically takes longer than if you would just pay for the service. But if you don't want to wait around for these to finish all day, there's actually another AI tool that I can show you to use. So it's called Kling AI. So this one is also free. You get about 66 credits a day, I'm pretty sure. And this is also a very good one. So if we go over to AI videos, it works exactly the same as Minimax, where you just hit upload an image and then this is your prompt. So I actually just ran it through just to test it real quick, and you see it's pretty good quality as well. So yeah, if you don't want to wait for Minimax, you could also use Kling as well. So while I was waiting for Minimax to finish loading, I went ahead and made some variations of our original image here using Midjourney. So you can see it's not exactly the same like our original image, but it's just close enough to where I can get some variations in shots. So I'm not going to show exactly how to do this today in this video, just because I want to keep it pretty short. But if you want me to make a video on this, let me know down in the comments, or just go ahead and DM me on Instagram. So I went ahead and just ran all those images both through Minimax and through Kling, and just kind of showing you what Minimax produced, and then this is what Kling made. So as you can see, Kling has a lot more movement to the shots, but Minimax is, I guess, a lot more realistic. So I think what I'm going to do is actually use all the shots, and then I'm going to put together like a short edit. So the program I use is called CapCut, and I just kind of dragged all these clips in here. There's not a lot of crazy editing going on in this music video. You can see it's just a lot of very straightforward static shots, so that should be easy to create. So that's what I did here. And now we're going to start to create that kind of vintage effect. So first thing I'm going to do is go over here to where it says adjustment, add an adjustment layer, and then I'm just going to lower the saturation all the way. And the next thing we're going to do is raise the exposure, and then we're going to go over here to the shadow and white, and I'm going to lift the shadows. It also looks like the blacks are pretty heavy, so I'm going to take this, bring it down a little. All right, so the next effect I'm going to search for is soft, and that's going to kind of give us that kind of vintage haze to it. So I'm just going to take that and drag it down on top of here. All right, and for the last effect, I'm just going to throw on this lo-fi. If you go to TV, it should be here. I do think you need the pro plan for this effect though. Yeah, that's on there. One thing I'm going to do with this is just lower the filter a little bit. I can see that it's adding like some type of blue tint to it, which we don't want. So I'm going to just drag that down a little bit. But I just want to show one more thing here to give it that vintage feel. So when we go to export this, we're going to go over to the top left and hit export. And you're going to see these settings pop up. I'm just going to rename this real quick. And you're going to see the video resolution here. We're going to select that, and we're going to drop it all the way down to 480. And we're also going to go to the frame rate here, and we're going to drop it all the way down to 24. So by doing this is just going to make the video a lot more low quality and keep it in line with that vintage feeling.
Subscribe!